Hey guys, welcome back to Canadian Vape Life. I'm Mike, and today we're going to be talking about a few things you should know before you start vaping. First and foremost, if you aren't using vaping as a way to quit smoking or to fall back off of another habit of some type, you should know most e-liquids that are available today on today's market here in Canada do contain nicotine. So be very careful with that. You want to get e-liquids that don't have any nicotine. Just for sake of, that's not a fun habit to kick. After 10 years of smoking, I still can't kick it. I've got nicotine e-liquid myself. So yeah, be careful with that one. Next up, another important point here, something that a lot of you are probably guessing if you're watching this. Price-wise, you can get a lot of good quality mods, good quality e-pens, good quality pod systems for fairly cheap, but you want to be, you're going to be looking at spending between $100 and $200 to get yourself something good quality, all set up. If you are getting a tank and mod system with a sub-ohm tank or anything like that, you're going to be looking at around $100-150 for that alone, plus your extra coils and your e-liquid. Again, you can get some cheaper stuff. Some of the Joule systems I know fall right around that $60-70 mark here in Canada. So that's also something to consider, but you do want to have extra pods, all that stuff. So a good price point to be considering is right around that $100-200 mark. Have that sort of set aside for when you're going in there. That way you don't end up like me and get caught off guard when you walk in and the guy goes, oh yeah, by the way, you know, this mod is $100 plus you got to buy batteries, they're an extra $30. You should have a battery charger, that's an extra $20-25. Like, if you aren't expecting it, it'll sort of knock you off your feet a bit. So heads up, between $100 and $200 depending on what you are looking for. Next up, if you are using vape as a way to quit smoking, you will not find anything that is a comparable tobacco flavor. The way e-liquids are made, they are made to copy flavors. Everybody, I think, can figure that out. You get the strawberry, you get all that fun stuff. But with tobacco, what the flavor you are getting when you are smoking is basically burning leaf. And that is a really hard thing for them to copy. You can't really copy the flavor of burnt. So when you see all the tobacco flavored vape juices, blah, 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 all that fun stuff, you will not find anything that tastes like smoking. You might find a couple that taste fairly close, but when they're making that, they are making it to taste like the tobacco leaf itself, not like burning tobacco leaf. So I wouldn't waste too much time playing around trying to find something that you like as far as tobacco flavors, unless that's your thing. It is a lot personal preference when it comes to stuff like that. But I would personally say play around with your flavors, try out some of the dessert flavors, try out some of the fruit flavors. There are countless flavors out there, countless different brands all making e-liquid and stuff like that, and a lot of them are actually real good. So make sure you play around with that. Again, that sort of factors in with the $100 to $200 is you're going to want to pick up a few different flavors of e-liquid. Just if you don't like the first one, you probably aren't going to stick with it. You'll put it down, you'll walk away, you go, I don't know if I really like this, and you'll walk away. And chances are, if you come back, you might not. So make sure you have extra e-liquids on hand to play around with that. Next up, for the first few days, whether you are just starting out vaping or whether you are switching from smoking, you will cough. Don't let that discourage you. It is something new. Chances are you haven't really done it before. And if you have, well, you already know you're going to cough. Probably the first 2-3 days. Give it a couple days, your body will get used to the vape. All of a sudden you won't find yourself coughing as much. You will still have, you know, your some days if you're sick, blah blah blah, all that usual stuff. But those first few days, you will find yourself coughing a considerable amount. You'll be choking on the vape the first couple days. I know I was, even with some of the lower wattage direct to lung devices, and as well as with the mouth to lung devices and the pod system that I bought starting off. So don't let that discourage you. It does get better in time. Flat out, heads up, it'll happen. Next up after that, keep it simple. Do not walk in there and tell them that you want the best quality of the best of the best of the best, blah, 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 spend $300-400 on stuff that you really don't need. There is a chance, if you're switching from smoking to vaping, that it won't work for you at all. And then you've just wasted $300-400. And even if it does work, from personal experience, I watched a whole lot of YouTube videos and stuff right before I got started vaping, and I never believed them when they said don't buy anything too nice, because chances are you'll never stick with the first mod you buy. And I made it maybe 2-3 weeks before I went out and found something else. I still use the first mod I bought. This is actually it here, the Vaping Drag Mini. But I also went out and bought one of the Aegis Legends by Geek Vape, just because I wanted to, really. It was something new, it was something exciting, it's a little bit more durable. This one doesn't have batteries that I can take out and change, so battery life is a bit limited on this, but at the same time, the big thing with that is you won't stick with it. Start off simple. Buy yourself a simple pod system. Either you can get a mouth to lung system, which is a little bit easier, a little bit more like smoking if that's what you're switching from. Again, I wouldn't go too fancy, too over the top. I wouldn't break the bank buying anything like that. Or go out and get yourself just a simple kit, one of the small kits. Vaping has a kit, Geek Vape has kits. Just about all the big companies have a kit that'll come with your mod and a sub-ohm tank and a couple of coils and basically everything that you need to get yourself started up. Don't break the bank with that. You'll kick yourself in the ass later for it. What you want to be doing is start off with something reliable, sort of middle of the pack, again, that $100 to $200 range. Make sure you have extra coils. I burnt through the coils that came with my kit in probably, a week and a half. The one coil, I burnt it out by accident because I didn't really understand the wattages. So there's another one. Keep an eye on your wattages. It'll say right on your coils what your maximum wattage is. Don't go over that. You'll burn your coils out. So yeah, you want to pick up your kit, extra coils, some e-liquid, 1 or 2 flavors, maybe 3 or 4 if you have the extra cash, just to give yourself some variety, sort of figure out what you like. But for the most part, yeah, keep it simple. And then I think the biggest part of this is have fun with it. Try and learn to do some tricks. I don't really do many tricks. I'm not very good at them yet. I have been practicing. But the big thing, have fun. Have fun with your vaping. Have fun trying different flavors. Have fun trying different mods, different tanks. Some of the rebuildable RDA tanks, or even just a sub-ohm, switch out your coils, quick and easy tank. You sort of start off with the simple stuff, I will tell you that. You don't want to be jumping right in and having no idea what you're doing and just costing yourself money that you don't really want to waste. But it's never a bad thing. Have fun with it. You won't stick to it if you don't have fun with it, and that's a big thing for those of us who are trying to quit smoking. If it's one thing if you're just, getting into vaping, zero nicotine, you just want to do some tricks, blow some big clouds. But if you're switching from smoking, it is even more important at that point. Have fun with it. Make sure that you're getting liquids that you enjoy. Make sure that you're, every time you have the extra cash, buying something new mod, new tank, new liquid, like a new flavor. Try out different coils, single, double, triple, quadruple coils, mesh coils, regular standard wire coils. There's endless possibilities out there. Just have a good time with it. Keep changing it up and find something you like. If you're one of those people you just want to find something you like and sort of roll with that, by all means, again, it's a free world. And a lot of everything with vaping is all personal preference. As long as you are having fun with it, you will have better luck sticking to it. And I think that's pretty much all for today's video. I'll definitely be back with more tips and tricks. Again, like I said in my last video, I am working on getting some sponsors from bigger companies. I did receive an email back from Aspire, and I got an email back from Freemax. So hopefully we'll be getting some stuff coming from them. And I will be doing a review of the Voopoo Drag Mini that I got, as well as a review of the Aegis Legend by Geek Vape that I got sometime in the next couple days. So stay tuned for that. And other than that, we'll catch you around. Keep on vaping, Canada.